Hi, everybody. Something new I want to try to start and see how this goes. Y'all let me know if you like it or not. If you don't really care for it or if it's no biggie for you, say the word. I won't do it anymore. But however, if you do enjoy it, then I will keep going with it. Um, Basically, my ideas were to do a monthly astrology reading for whatever new sign is coming up next to be the next one that we do, right? So, like Pisces season in starts on Wednesday, is rolls in Pisces season. So I thought, okay, so I found a website where they have like layout questions specifically for each sign, and so I thought, oh, that might be interesting. So let's give this a shot. So this right here is you can see they have specific questions for the Pisces season. These are the cards I drew for it. Now, let's see. Let's see if it's going to work. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is just the general layout of the cards, and along with the questions that we ask for each one. And then let's see here. All right, so we're going to see how this goes. I take that one off. The first, okay, I'm going to have to do this like one at a time, a little slowly. Okay, so the first question was, uh, I forgot what the damn question was. Wow, my brain is like not even in gear. So let me go back to my little book here where I wrote it all down. And okay, Pisces season. So, first card for the draw is your current relationship with your inner water. Okay, this would be considered your relationship to your emotions, the natural ebb and flow of your just how you deal with things, look at things, go through things day to day. Um, it also controls compassion, empathy, intuition, healing. Um, so y'all know what I'm looking at. I've got it all like written down here, and at least until I can get a better camera situation up. I guess I'm stuck doing it this way. Um, so the first card up was for question one, your current relationship with your inner water, and that was the Queen of Swords reversed. That's what I got. All right, now let's see if okay. All right, the second card, as you can see, the card is Judgment. The question for the second card is how can you deepen your relationship with your intuition at this time? Okay, the card was Judgment. All right. And then let's see. Next up, we've got, there he is. Okay. Number three card is where are you being called to embrace surrender or release control at this time? And we got the King of Cups. All right. And then next up was um, what is the Hermit reversed? And the question for number four is an energy or lesson to reflect on as we close the astrological year. Um, so Pisces is like the end of the astrological year, and then the next um, the next card after Pisces is y'all bear with me. I'm going to get it here in a minute. All right. The next one up is Aries. So Aries will be next month, and that starts March 21st. So, okay. So we're still in Pisces here. So this was the fourth card, an energy or lesson to reflect on as we close out the astrological year. And here we got the Hermit reversed. And then last but not least, the last question was a message of support from the moon, usually an oracle card for this last card. All right, I didn't pull an oracle card. Instead, I got the Hanged Man reversed. So, what does all of this mean? So, I went through, um, there we go, there's all of them together. So, we went through, and as I looked at them to see with each of the things, with each question, with each card, basically the current relationship with your inner water, as they put, um, is currently there's kind of an aloofness or an indifference that you may be feeling uh, as Pisces season rolls into effect. Um, I think that from what the cards are saying, that you'll be able to deepen your relationships with your intuition. That will come along with judgment on the judgment card. Um, and with judgment, you'll gain an understanding um, that you'll gain a better understanding of that relationship. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm still half sick, so bear with me. Um, Basically, they're talking about it's time for a spiritual awakening, for redemption, for total transparency of our soul. I think we are all going through that right now. Just day to day life, the political world, the cultural world, family world, everything going on. Things seem to be moving into our soul is wanting redemption, and they're wanting absolute transparency. So that's going to be important. Um, we're being called, well, Pisces are being called to embrace love and patience. Um, like the hermit, this is a time for withdrawing from society to self reflect on the lessons learned this past year and how to move into the new year with that knowledge. So that's really important, is to be able to look back over the past year, see what it is that kind of hung you up a little bit or got in your way or just made you take a wrong turn. Was it lack of judgment on your part, or was it lack of really looking into what was going on in your world at that moment? And so, because of that, we've got uh, we've got the cards that we've got here with because well, let me put it this way: because of that, it's important for us to be able to look back at our year and see, okay, where did things flow smoothly? Where did that ebb and flow of your inner water? Where did that go smoothly, and where did it not? What was going on in your life at the time? Was it something cultural that was happening, something political that was happening, something familial happening within your family? Was it something that you yourself are battling with? These are all things we have to look at when we try to find and take hold of the lessons of the past year. Um, Pisces, of course, is the fish. So you're swimming with and against the currents. depending on what's going on around you. Um, like I said, I am brand spanking new, super baby kindergarten level, maybe even Head Start level or below when it comes to astrology stuff. But I think it's interesting, and I've always wanted to understand it a little bit better. And I'm trying to read up on it a little bit. And I thought it would be cool if I just, as I learn things, I can come on and share with y'all. Um, so if you like the monthly astrological reading, then just let me know. Say something in the comments below. I'm going to try to do these like about a week before the new sign starts. Okay. And so that way it'll give everybody time to kind of come on, look at it, see what's projected for the new year for your sign coming up, and what lessons do you need to bring with you from the past year. And that's where our development and our growth and our maturity becomes stronger. It's because you have to learn to look at the past, at your past, and see, where did I screw up? Where did I get it right? Where did I make a foolish decision as opposed to making a well informed decision? Um, these are all things that we have to look towards when it comes to astrology. Um, Now, of course, when you really get into astrology and you've got the houses and the planets and this and that and the other, I don't know, it's over my head. I tried to learn it, and it's 10 minutes into a lesson, and I'm just sitting there going, okay, you lost me. So, but I enjoy reading or hearing my astrology for the week or for the month, just to hear what's possible, what possibly could be happening. And so that's the goal of this, is to just kind of give you that little overview, very generic, very basic glimpse into your sign as your sign prepares to be the one in power. So let's see what else we got here. Um, um, it says that what I pulled is that basically for the message for the Pisces going into Pisces season is a message of support from the moon and from the hangman as well. Um, be aware of slipping into stagnation, of just rinse, repeat, day after day after day. You don't do anything different. You don't think anything different. You don't try anything different. You just do the same thing over and over and over again. That causes stagnation. It's also a really good way to kind of self sabotage yourself, because suddenly you're not reaching, you're not stretching for what might be a better or higher calling for you to follow through. So basically, that's what I'm getting for this. I don't know how much sense I'm making since my brain's not working anyway. So take with it what you will. If you would rather, I just put up the spread for that astrological signs month and just show you the cards that I pulled for it. I can do that, as opposed to me trying to make a little bit of sense out of it and give y'all a little bit to go on. Um, but all together with the cards drawn, it looks like as we roll into Pisces season, it's going to be really important for us to check ourselves with our emotions. And my phone is going crazy. What the hell? Um, being being open to callings, that spirit's going to reach out and say, okay, I need you to get involved here. I need you to back off there. We have to keep that in mind as we go through day to day. And knowing your astrology can help you a lot. I'm clueless when it comes to houses and degrees and all that kind of stuff, so we're not going to go there. Um, there are plenty of astrologers online that you could go watch that can tell you all of this. This is just a very generic, very basic kind of overview of what to expect. So basically, what I'm getting out of this with the cards I drew was be careful that you don't become indifferent to things. Keep your passion strong. At the same time, don't go flying off the handle kind of half cocked and not knowing where you're going or what you're doing. You want to make sure that you get your facts straight. You get all your information lined up so that then you can make an informed decision and know what's the right decision for you to make. Um, but I'm still, even though we got several reversed cards, I mean, we got three major arcana cards in that draw, so that's pretty important with three major arcanas. Um, and then we got the other two cards we got were both court cards. So whatever it is that's coming up for you for the new Pisces season we're getting ready to roll into, I feel like Spirit is saying, take notice and be aware of what's going on. Excuse me. Okay, I had to pause for a second and cough because it was getting bad. So I think that going into Pisces, the new Pisces season, it looks pretty good. It's just basically giving you some warnings of what to be aware of, aloofness, indifference. Try to keep your passion about you. Um, try to gain a better understanding of the relationships around you so that it will help not just you, but maybe for the other people that are with you to help go into a spiritual awakening. We've got a lot of changes coming. Um, well, I'm not going to get into all of that because that goes into political reading, and I'm not going to go there. So just be aware that in order for you to feel self satisfaction, you've got to be aware of the ebb and flow of your life. Be aware of the relationships around you. Try not to be indifferent or callous about those relationships. Sorry, I had another coughing fit. It's not a time to withdraw from society. I think you might want to pull back a little bit just to kind of go through a self reflection. Make yourself a list. What did the past year look like, and how did I not do well? So that I know what to focus on this year moving forward so that it'll help me flow through life and be aware of what's going on around me. That's the biggest message that I'm getting off of this. Um, Looking at my notes here that I made, I think the biggest thing is to embrace love and patience. That's going to be very important, especially in society going into this new year. Um, we have to be aware. Um, it's going to be very important for us to embrace love and kindness consideration. Uh, Take to heart the lessons that you learned last year so that you can apply them this year and maybe avoid some of the pitfalls that happened to you last year. You can avoid this year because now you're aware of it. You've been made aware of it. You're aware of what's possible to happen or not happen, depending on how you want to look at the question. Um, and to be willing to open yourself up to love and to companionship and to friendship and to kindness. Um, all of these are very important, and it's very easy to get very wrapped up in a lot of stuff that just kind of shoots that in the foot, right? Next thing you know, you're on a downward spiral. So you want to be aware of that. You want to be aware of what you're doing as you move forward. Um, that spirit is there to support you, just as spirit supports all of us. We just have to be willing to listen. Um, we have to be willing to try some new things, to maybe listen more, talk less, uh, anything to keep you from kind of slipping into that stagnant state where you're not doing anything, you're not growing, uh, you're not helping others, you're not helping yourself. You just kind of sitting there in that icky water in stagnation, and that's no fun. Nobody wants to be around somebody like that. So I'm thinking be more open to love and compassion and kindness around you. Be aware of where you kind of slipped off the path this past year and how do I apply it better for this year. And I think then you'll be a lot happier. Um, and if you're really into astrology, then you might want to go and look and see where the houses are, where the planets are, what's coming, what's going. It's really very interesting. I just don't understand it enough yet at this point to do anybody a lot of good. So, like I said, this is just something new I wanted to try. It's very generic, very basic, nothing fancy. So, y'all let me know what you think. If you like this, if you want me to keep going with this, or if you would prefer that I not take this route, maybe do something a little different. Just let me know what you think. And good weekend. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.